Hey guys, it's Damien from Marketing Food Online. Have you ever wanted to sell a product with multiple pieces of merchandise or bringing together several different items to make a better sale for a single transaction? Well, that's what I'm going to cover in this video, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Damien from Marketing Food Online. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I wanted to respond to a subscriber's question, and it was actually a great question that can be applied to food products and non-food products. And it came from one of our subscribers by the name of Eric. Eric, thank you guys. Thank you very much for the question. And I'm going to respond to it now. I'm going to give you a breakdown of the best way to bring together multiple products. It's kind of a bundling in a way. You want to bundle these products together and you want to sell them through FBA. So the question was really about if you have three products and they have three separate barcodes, yet you want to create a listing that brings together those three, right? And then you want to list that on FBA and you want to sell it, which is always a great thing. I have several videos that actually talk about the best reason to bundle products is also higher price points and obviously higher margins when you do that. If you were to sell these three particular items individually, yes, you could make money on them, but then you are looking for three separate transactions. You can't really rely on the customer to bring those three together within one purchase, although you may come across a customer who will do that. But if you bring those together and you create a single product listing with multiple products, that is definitely acceptable through Amazon FBA, and it is a great idea. So the question was this: how do you get those three items to be packaged together? If he were to buy them from three separate suppliers or even one supplier, that's fine as well. Just a little side note really quick. Whenever you purchase, if you are a business, okay, and you are, let me just use mine as an example. I am a food business. I bring together ingredients, okay? I do not make the ingredients that I have, but I do make a final product by incorporating different ingredients. That is completely obviously allowed, and you can do that. If you're making cookies, you obviously know there's multiple ingredients that I have to buy from vendors. I do the work, and then I sell it to my end user, which is the customer. Now, if you are doing a business that's not food related, of course, this same thing can apply. If you are a business owner and you are bringing together different products and you want to bundle them together, or you want to box them in a private labeled product which has all three different types of products, that is completely allowed, okay? You can do whatever it is that you want to do. Just try to be creative when you market it, when you promote it, and when you package it. Now, when you send a product that has more than one product together to FBA, you need to create a listing that shows those three things are being sold together, okay? Now, from that, you will get a specific ASIN number. ASIN numbers are automatically given to a listing through Amazon when you create a product listing, okay? Now, when you want to send it to Amazon's inventory, which is their warehouse, it has to have a barcode on the product on the outside of the finalized package, okay? What that really does is it allows Amazon to scan that product into inventory and then scan it out to send it to your customers. That's really the reason why they have a barcode. It's an inventory processing label that's the basics of why it's there, okay? So if you are bringing together a finalized product that has three different ones, put it in a packaging, bring it together in a box. The type of product in particular, Eric, that you were actually asking about, I would recommend that you put it in some type of a box as opposed to a non-transparent opaque bag. We do a lot of non-transparent opaque bags, which is a whole nother video. But it's a bag that obviously you can't see through it, but has a mixture of product, let's say three different types of nuts that we season together, and we want three different flavors to go together at the same time. We put it in those bags. It's just lighter. Our product is not it doesn't need to be in a box where it could be damaged or dropped. They're in really rigid bags, so we use that type of packaging. But for those three items that you were particularly asking about, bring them together, put them in the most ergonomically, the smallest box that you can find, okay? And you want to minimize the amount of additional packaging that you have in it, because FBA's fees work off of size and weight as just two of the main factors in how much it would cost you every time they pull and pack, okay? So the least amount of weight, the better. The smaller the package, the better. So do a little research before you do it. If you have those 3 particular items and you want to bring them together, find out maybe there is several different suppliers that could potentially have different size packages for those 3 types of items, okay? But once you get them together, put them in a box, seal them up, create your listing. Now, if you don't have a barcode, which sounds like you probably don't for those items, and you're kind of private labeling them, Amazon can create a barcode for you, which will automatically be created if you don't have a UPC code. Okay, if you don't have a barcode to type in, which you probably don't, because obviously you're bringing together 3 barcoded items already, Amazon will allow you to print up your own barcode, which is what we do for many of our products. We utilize their barcode, which is automatically generated by their computer system once you create the listing, okay? Then you just print that up and you print it on the label and you stick it on there. It's almost like a little address label, very small, very tiny, about 3 inches across. You put that on the outside of the box because that barcode will tell Amazon that your listing for those 3 products that you brought together, those items are all in that one box, okay? What I would definitely recommend too as well is to make sure it's sealed. In some cases, I put a label on the outside that says multi-pack do not break. So when they receive it at Amazon, they see that our envelopes are non-transparent. They can't see what's inside of them. But when they do receive it, then that way it signifies to them that they're not supposed to cut it open, okay? A lot of times people will send in a case pack, let's say, of lighters, right? You have cigarette lighters, and you're sending in a whole case pack, but you're selling them individually, okay? I don't think that's just an example. I don't actually think you can sell lighters that's a potentially flammable product through Amazon. But just as a real quick example, if you sent in a case of those, each one has a barcode on each individual lighter, okay? So they would open up that case and they would scan that one barcode and say, look, you got 24 lighters available for sale. You're not selling it by a pack of 24. It's individual 24. There's a difference. So get your 3 items, find the best price for your products, right? Bring them together, put them in your box, seal the box up really well. And I'll be honest with you, it would make sense for you to invest in a shrink wrap machine. A lot of the products that we make here in our shop, in our candy shop, is actually shrink wrapped, heat sealed with a heat sealer. And that plastic wrap goes around it, and then you can place your barcode on that, and that you're good to go. That's perfect, okay? So just keep in mind that it doesn't matter if you want to bring together 100 items, okay? And you're creating a lot that has 100 different items, and it's in a box, just make sure that you're creating a listing and you're getting a barcode label for the box that is going to be shipped with all of those 100 items. That signifies again to Amazon that when they receive it, their warehouse workers don't cut open the box and say, hey, he's got 3 items in here. These are the things he's selling. Then they take it apart. Make sure that you signify on it that is a multi-pack. There is product inside. Do not break or do not open. Okay? So that barcode labeled, last, again, just to reiterate, on the outside of the container or the box, indicates that it is a 3-pack. You're selling those 3 items together, not individually. So I hope that explains to you a little bit about bundling and bringing together products. I always recommend, guys, and you can get creative, just use your imagination. Creating bundles of product sets you apart, okay? Just so you know, Eric, those 3 particular items that you were looking at, if you were to sell them individually, I would bet you that Amazon sellers, there's probably about 1,000 sellers that sell those 3 items individually. But you can set yourself apart by simply bringing them together, creating a listing that is a 3-pack as opposed to 1, 2, 3 different items. And that way you'll sell more. You can also you're more convenient for the customer because they can buy those 3 items together instead of having to go all over Amazon trying to find out, I need that one and this one and all 3 of these. You bringing them together, you create a unique listing. It's going to set you apart. That is how we have been able to turn our Amazon business into a 6-figure year business, is just by doing that in most cases. We've created a lot of unique flavored candies and a lot of stuff that people are not selling. So bringing them together, even in a 2-pack, it's something that is unique and stands out. We get the buy box. Currently right now it's between 94 to 98% of the time for our products, and we have 720 listed items. So again, I don't tell you those things to brag or boast. I'm just telling you that it is super important to have success on any platform. If it's Amazon, eBay, you do it on eBay too. Is bringing together products and creating bundles will set your listing apart And that way you'll sell more, you're more convenient for the customer, and it's a great way to increase your per transaction margin because it's going to be a higher price point. Okay? So I appreciate it. If the video helped you out, please do give me a big thumbs up. And as always, guys, if you have anyone that you know, maybe a friend or a family member who is looking to start a food business or can benefit from my videos, please share that with them and my channel. I appreciate you guys. As always, with any feedback, if it's positive or negative, let me know, because I want to bring you guys information that's useful and not a waste of your time. Thanks, guys.